I'm Alexander Ivanov, architect from SoftServe team, and I would like to share the goals which were achieved for the initial milestone for Open Horizon Smart Agriculture Special Interest Group. My goals for this milestone were to prepare easy-to-follow steps to deploy on both dev environment and in the field, get a working example to be prepared for next milestones with S-Soil, industrial soil moisture and temperature sensor, connect hardware. I use DHT22 sensor to Raspberry 4 board and get sensors data from Fledge plugin running in container and managed by Open Horizon agent on the Raspberry 4 board. Test full cycle of autonomous remote image deployment in edge environment, meaning build and deploy container as Open Horizon service from developer environment, and install by Open Horizon agent a newly updated service container by using Open Horizon services. And finally, test data retrieval and storage in limited connectivity edge environment. Okay, so here is the architecture for the very first milestone. We have here three main components. Edge device, which is Raspberry 4 board, server, which is VirtualBox image, and development workstation, and optional control panel, which demonstrates data retrieval in real time. So edge device running on the Raspberry board has pre-installed Open Horizon agent service, which is monitoring updates of Fledge Docker image generated here in development workstation and published through the Exchange and private registry server in private network. So this Docker image has all services required to pull this DHT22 sensor and save all the sensors data. So everything is configured. So initially all this infrastructure could be repeated like within 10 minutes if you don't want to set up it manually step by step, or you just need to follow the steps in the code for each of these component, how to set up to run it. So the third is workstation. Here basically Fledge Docker image is generated and published. Also here we use self-signed certificates to be able to publish to this private registry server. And this was created here because we wanted to test limited connectivity environment. But of course this registry server could be public Docker Hub, for instance. It will work. Yes, let's look into the source code. So here we have three main components: edge device, what is needed to configure it, server, and workstation. So basically, to configure it, you need to download Raspberry image, set up SSID and password for your Wi-Fi connection, flash image on SD card, download VirtualBox image, set up bridge connection with IP address. It should be specific IP address because of self-signed certificates, and that's it. After that it should be available from your browser to access this Fledge service from the web server actually, but yeah, you could access this Docker image internal Fledge service. Okay, for the next milestone, we probably will need to add additional extension, source plugin for industrial sensor. Here we have an example. So to add a new plugin, we just need to follow the structure and add files here, and it will be inserted in the final image and published. So all is needed just to add here another plugin, the same way as it was done for DHT22. Actually, the most important part is here. It's Docker image, which is configuring all these services. So in my case, here we have two scripts to build image and to deploy image. Deployment in my case took around 3 minutes. So this Fledge Docker image is published in registry server first, then it is signed and reported to Open Horizon Management Hub, to Exchange, I think, and it is later synchronized via AGBot to agent, and agent actually, after checking the signatures, it just goes to registry server as it is specified in the service file, downloads it and run it on the board. So here how it looks. Here's the additional LCD control panel. I used only for display purposes to show this REST API data retrieval directly from the Fledge service. For our next milestone, when we are going to run a soil moisture and temperature sensor, probably we will need to have here on the server a cron top job that will request periodically the data from Fledge servers and save it just in CSV files to be bulletproof solution. Okay, thanks for watching.